Hey curious people, thanks for joining me for another premiere. Really appreciate it. Whenever you may be watching, I appreciate it massively. So this week I'm trying to get as much done as I can over the weekend because I'm working a full 5-day week. It's a bit different, basically needs must because of the pandemic. I'm needed to look after the vulnerable students that need to be in our care, so it's going to be a bit of a full-on week. So by the time you watch this, obviously I'll be a few days in, and it's not quite what I usually do, so you know, that's always a challenge, but I absolutely adore working with the students. It's not ones I normally work with, but you know, I'm sure it will be good, but tiring. So yeah, trying to do as much as possible over the weekend for this week's video. So this is a fire alarm testing box. So it's pretty loose, this screw. I'm really hoping it's not been like stripped out or something. Ooh, easy peasy. Okay, I'm sitting down because my back is really painful. Really painful. Right, well, not a great deal going on in here. Obviously you've got your board and a nice transformer here, battery, backup battery system, so that's something. Turn that from the wrong way round. Oh, you can actually see this from the other side. So yeah, not a lot going on here. So basically, really for me, the only thing kind of interest is the transformer. Well, the battery's alright, I suppose. Let's have a look at said battery. So, designed for standby use, 12 volt, heavy. There's another battery for the battery collection. Gotcha, crikey. It's definitely harder than it needed to be. Right, so that's your transformer. You can see it's in case, but you can see the copper in there. It doesn't look too bad, I'd say. That looks nice. Yep, copper. Right, well that's something, at least. Now, oh, okay, I'm going to sit back down. Unfortunately, the casing is plastic, so that's nothing. Okay. Obviously, you've got some wiring. Let's have a look. Bit of a look. Okay, so obviously a nice big IC here. That's not too bad. Heat sink, aluminium heat sink, and some MOSFETs. You can see the lovely copper shining on those ones. Nice. And another MOSFET on this side. So you've got these tiny capacitors here, these ceramic ones. Let's look those up to see if they're of any interest. Another little IC over here, but really not a lot. A couple more ICs. Now you've got these tiny resistors. Some people collect them, some people don't. Could be brass in here connecting the wires to the... No, they're not, they're steel. There could be a little bit of steel, brass on the sides there, but it's hard to tell whether that magnetic pull is the little clips there or the screws. So investigate that further. A variable resistor there. A couple of those. That's it, guys. A bit boring, eh? And obviously your LEDs as well. Doesn't look like anything exciting on the buttons either. So that's it. A little bit of... Now they look like brassy screws in there, so at least there's some brassy screws and brass in the wire connectors. And that's it. That's just horrible old plastic. Another little thing I'm intrigued by. Oh, where is it? There it is. So, today is for little things. Oh my god. I think I've broken my... What's happened to me? What have I done to my chair? Oh my god. Broken it. It's buckled under the pressure. What the hell have I done to that? Don't know, it's like I'm on a wobble board. Okay, so this is like a Wi-Fi extender thingy. So I thought that might be a little bit intriguing as to see what's inside that. Let's have a look. I need to move closer, don't I? Okay. Not bad. Not bad at all. Now this is more like it. Okay. Damn. Yes, I know. I need an impact driver. I want one. I do. At some point. Oh, two more. Two more clips this end. Silly me. Right, there we go. Oh, not bad at all. So, this is brilliant. Got these lovely ICs. That one. And we've got copper here. Here, look at these. Very nice. Copper in the transformer there. And just got tiny little MLCCs. I mean, they're teeny weeny. Got some gold pins here for the Ethernet port. We've got two crystal oscillators. Very nice. And more ICs. As well as obviously the brass from the way that's mounted, look. Brass for the plug. So yeah, that's very nice for a little tiny thing. Sweet. So I want those little bits too. There we go. Now I can get the brassy goodness. Very nice. And then that's just horrible plastic. So that I'm thrilled with that. That's brilliant for a little tiny gizmo. Now I've got another tiny gizmo to look into. And it's alright, I'm just clearing up some of this a bit messy, I don't really like it. Why is my gold corner BGA tub down here? I think the shed fairies have been in overnight. Getting up to mischief. I'm sure I didn't leave it this messy. Alright, so got a microphone transmitter. Should have done this first. This is going to be a real disappointment inside compared to that little Wi-Fi extender. Got your 9-volt battery. Coming back to the interesting conversations about what not to do with a 9-volt battery. You know. Right, any screws? Yes. And there we are. All right. Wow. Talk about anticlimax. It's alright, I knew there would be. So, another variable there. Obviously I like these little copper coils. These tiny little capacitors. Huh. Now, so H hardware. Friggin' heck. All right. So that was that. Now, can I get out? Am I stuck in this chair forever? Okay. Another thing that I've got is this. You know, one of the smoke machine things. But I mean, it's... There we go. Light as a feather, so... Not... I mean, it's already had a bit of a bashing, look. Just undo all these screws. Oh, that's stiff. That one does not want to turn. That one does. And that one does. I feel like someone did one of these a while ago. Was it? Might have been e-waste bin, maybe. I don't know, I could be wrong. My memory's so rubbish. Everything sort of blends into one. Right. Well, that's obviously where you put your liquid in. It's going to turn it into the... It's actually a bit moist in there. That's interesting after... Might have had a little bit in the tank there. Put my gloves on anyway. Oh, hello. Hello. That's a nice surprise. Ah. Suddenly this lightweight object with a lot of plastic is looking up. So, I'm just gonna... That's of no interest to me. Doesn't take much, guys. A little bit of copper. It's like a dream. This is all the brassy connections. They're all nicely insulated. So we'll stamp those out. Oh my gosh, it's so flimsy. I might as well just do it this way. Quicker and easier. Oh, if I drop anything else on the floor today, I swear. There we go. Right, a nifty little thing. Bit of copper in there as well. Nice. Sweet. Actually, maybe I'll leave it out just to show you at the end. Oh, so my battery died and I don't know when. It's really annoying. So basically this is what I just got out of a smoke machine. Nice aluminium bits and pieces. Okay, well, I was gonna cut into this and it was actually quite easy to cut into with the hacksaw, but my back's just not having any of it, so I'm going to leave that for now. But anyway, quite interesting. They're the goodies I got out of the smoke machine. I'm going to have to check this back. I don't know when the battery ran out. That's a bit of a bummer, but okay. All right, let's see what other little bits we've got in here. What's this then? Oh, okay, we've got another like Wi-Fi type thingy-majiggy. Oh, we've got two of those. Supplies. Alright, let's see what other little bits we can go through. Let me just get my fill for that. And go squeezing. There we're in. Right. So, see that snapped off of there. It's probably some brass. Yeah, maybe this is rubbish. It usually is, but maybe not in this case. Oh no, yes there is. A little bit of brass on that antenna there. Okay, this looks like another. You must select the correct AV channel. Oh, okay, so this is like a TV one. See, I do like the big boy stuff, but I honestly do find it interesting getting into little things like this as well. So that's what this week's all about, the little guys. Relatively quick and simple, but just interesting to see what's what. Interesting. Something's holding it in place. Oh, there we go. Right, so you've got this tiny now. I was a tiny. Oh, I'll put it back. Would you believe? It's all wet up there. I think my Himalayan rock salts have been absorbing the moisture. These, which is what they're supposed to do. But what it's done is it's taken it out of the air, and then I'm guessing it's touched the metal pieces in this, and it's because there was one single. This one was in there, and I reckon it's it's now dumped it all over there, so it's not ideal, but hey ho. Okay, so in this tiny little board here that will just have the lights on. It's got the rainbow ribbon. Love the rainbow ribbon. Oh, it's a nightmare to actually process, but it looks pretty. There we go. You've got your little LEDs as well. Alright. Little switch. That. Plastic. Okay. So, got a nice little transformer for me. Lovely jubbly. In the world's a Dell boy. Oh, okay. Little wireless card. Look forward to having a look at that under that little heat shield. Oh, this is being awkward. Come on. There we go. Did that get it? Did that pop it? So I shall not complain. There we go. If in doubt, hammer them out. Okay, so got these brass pins. They need a considerable amount of cleaning up, but brass pins all the same, I guess. Oh, excuse me. Okay, back to the board. So you've got this wiring. Oh, excuse me. Right, oh, nice bit of copper here. Thank you. It's a bit annoying, this mess. Hang on. Let me just get rid of some of this grimness. Oh, that's interesting. That. Oh, hang on. So that's only marginally magnetic, which makes me wonder if it's some form of stainless steel, maybe, depending on what the percentages are. I don't know. Interesting. Right. Okay. So lycee on the back. I think that's just what the copper was under that, wasn't it? I just took off. Ew. That paste can go back down. Right, I'm intrigued as to see what is under this one. Where's my small? Here's my small. I've suddenly got a runny nose since I popped indoors for a minute to charge, well, a few minutes, charge my battery a bit. Come back in and it's quite a bit colder up here than it was earlier. Okay, so under this heat shield, got a little battery. I see crystal. That's about it. It's on this sort of like a daughter board mount, but there's nothing underneath it. Interesting. Alright, well, there's a couple of bits on there, at least. There's no gold pins or anything on this one, although there is gold flashing on this little daughter board here. And you can see the gold on this side there. So, there we go. That's the other one. And of course the little brass bit from inside the same job with this one. I shall cut that up to get that one out as well. It doesn't really matter what the antenna is, there is usually a brass point in there to connect. So always snap them open and have a look. I don't want to do later because we've just done one that's about a bit samey. So, what is this thing? Almost looks like a cigarette lighter chargery thing, but or an owl or Johnny 5. Input. quite a interesting little thing. Anyway, let's have a look. I mean, obviously there's not much because there's two gaping great holes in it anyway for the bits and pieces. But, yeah, we'll see. Idiot, it's still on my screwdriver. Just let's see. So that's the saving grace here, is that These look like possibly tinned plated copper, I would say. I need a small file, don't I? Yes, I do. No, they're brass. They're brass. So that's something. So, yeah. One. This is a quick little bit of processing, isn't it? Doop. 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 Let me just cut all this off here. There we go. It's always really annoying when they just cut the plastic when it does that. Just to help it on its way. Basically release the pressure there. And I dropped the other bit. Oh, let's hope there's something magnetic on there to help me pick it up. Hey! And there is. Alright, got some more LEDs. Weird. Nothing interesting though. Oh. Oh, you're kidding me. Oh well, that bit's on the... Oh, found an IC. That's probably when I did my New Year smashy. Okay. Plastic. Got those two bits, which is quite nice. Building up some micro bits today. Let's keep it going. Alright. Mess. It's alright though, when I drop something with a bad back, I just use my long magnet. Right, what else did I have? Ah, yes, this pump. So, let's have a look how we get in here. Get this off, I guess. Maybe there'll be some screws underneath that bit. Or, oh look, that is sealed in there, you can see. Screw holes? No. Fine, let's splice it then. Oh, it's also sealed. Let's have none of that. Alright. Alright. That's it. You've had your chance. Oh, I thought it was a snail. Phew. not one to easily admit excuse me, easily admit defeat. That one was a bit of a challenge, but we have revealed the good stuff. Now that was very encased, so now I can't remember if Johnny 5 told me it was a fish tank filter or something, or I might have made that up, or that might have been something else. But anyway, that would explain the severe encasing. So that has revealed that. Let's just see if I can see this plate here as well. Would be good if I could just continue to just dink away there. Well, that's all I'm going to do by hand, because I can further process that when I actually process the transformers and stuff. But you can see that it's not a bad little transformer in there. Nice. Just make sure there's no magnesium. No, that is beautiful copper. So nice, nice, nice. Look how encased that is. Sometimes actually the smaller score is better. Just gradually weaken that seal line. And there you go. Yes. Woo woo. There we go. Boom shakalaka. There you are. Nice. So, what other little bits did I get here? Oh yeah. This looks like a handheld steamer. So, oh that was out of that as well. Let's see if that is, yeah, nice. Good-o. Right. Some pretty big screws here. Light's going, so I would have to go in soon. Probably be good to give my back a break anyway. But I've actually really enjoyed pottering out here, and those tubs of little things are the round twist stuff. So actually when I've got a bad back, it's quite nice just to do some round twist stuff rather than the big things. So, and actually it's pretty interesting, as I said before, seeing what's inside some of this stuff if you haven't. I mean, I've never done a hand steamer before. So, I mean, they're probably similar to the floor steamers, but should be a nice piece of copper pipe in here, hopefully. Even if it's tiny, better than a poke in the eye. Any copper is a joy. Right. Right. Okay. Well, that's junk. Okay. Oh, I can see bits of copper. Right, so this is your wiring, nice brass on there as well, lovely. I love that, thank you very much. Plastic, look at those bits of brass, very nice. Okay, and that's got a clip, just remove the clip, there we go. Steel clip, Ooh, look at that. Okie dokie. Ugh. Just drop those bits so you've got a fuse. There we go. Tiny. Alright, and this. So there'll be copper in there that needs cutting into. Nice aluminium casing. Get those buttons off. Actually, it's got an interesting metallic effect on there, so I'm not actually sure what that is, but it's definitely mixed with something. Oh no, just look like aluminium. Alright, so there we go. That was what was inside that little hand steamer. Interesting. Next! Okay, what's this? Some sort of tear game. Another steamer. This could be interesting. Healthcare line thing. Alright, a few more bits. Some of it I'll have to come to tomorrow, I reckon, because of the light. And my daughter, but look at that discoloration. So, why don't we first go, as we're in steam cleaner mode, for this steam bee. He's a little steam bee. Look at this. Doesn't really look like a bee to me. I think it looks more like a yellow dolphin. But here. Hey ho, whatever they say. Right, what have we got? Normal screws. Doubt this will get in there though, will it? Looks things. God, this stinks. This is stinky. Oh, you can see the mould on it. Looks a bit like a cow. Okay. Bee or yellow dolphin can go. Right. First things first, let's snippity snip. I love that snip, listen. I love snipping a cable tie, but it does make a good noise. Oh, that one failed. Thanks for not proving my point. Cable tie. Okay. You may have noticed how I just throw and hope for the best on the screw front. Yeah, I'm really not bothered whether it goes in the bolt or not. Now, I want that because I feel like there'll be a brass bit on the there. Whoa. I don't know, it's covered in lime scale, whatever it is. I suspect it would be brass. Alright. Oh, I can smell the mould. There we go. Nice. I like these little encased ones. It's like a smaller version of a sort of pond pump, but obviously this is different. This is a heating gizmo. I say, this one looks very sealed. I'm just undoing it because it's there, but no idea what the deuce. There we are. Okay, nice. And then obviously you've got all your bits of wire and what have you. Right, into the further processing. Bother be faffing about that now. Alright, cool. So, next we've got one of those Careline, you know, emergency boxes where, you know, if someone is vulnerable, they have an accident, or they need to alert people to an emergency situation, they press a button on usually something they're wearing and it will alert the Careline, who will then come through on a speaker to this box and ask you if you're okay, what the problem is, do you need an ambulance, etc. And they then either call a person designated on your list to call, like a neighbour or child or parent, and then they'll come and help you. And if that isn't possible, if they can't reach them, then they will call the emergency services for you. And they're brilliant. They can stop someone being left on the floor for a long time, so they're very good. I think often with these things as well, the rechargeable batteries, they do die eventually, and actually you just need a new battery pack. Oh, I do see some nice gold though. Yeah, that's the other thing, you plug it into your telephone line. Okay, big speaker, because obviously you might not have fallen in the room. Oh, I quite like those. Like a traffic light system. Yeah, they're going into the creations tub. Yeah, so the speaker needs to be pretty loud for them to potentially, for you to hear. Whoa, busy board. Now this does feel like it does actually have some form of... Oh, that is weird. What's going on under here? Let me see. Warranty void. Ah, sucks. Never mind, eh? There we go. Let's have a look. Interesting. Silver. I reckon this is silver. Let's have a look. I think so. I think this has got silver contacts on it. You'd have to take this apart layer by layer, but I reckon that's good for silver recovery. Okay, so to the board. Nice. I'm actually really impressed with this. So we've got this little card here. This little sort of side board type thing. It's got some MLCCs on it. And some nice ICs. And then on this side, it's got 3 gold band crystal oscillators. I mean, yes please. Okay, and we've got MLCCs on the board in various places. Little LED points. Nice more ICs under the sticker, big ICs. And some tanties here. That's quite a big MLCC there. If you're going for multi-layers, that's sort of the size you want to go for. That's pretty nice. Crystal there, and here and here. So let's have a little look at this. Just want to show you why I like. There we go. Ah, copper. Yes, please. And then gold in all of these connectors, the phone, the Ethernet, power, etc. So, I mean, that is not a bad little board for that little box. I wasn't necessarily expecting it to be so good, but I mean, that little card with those three on there is brilliant. That's gold flashed as well, that card. That bit of board, keep calling it a card, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Alright, awesome. Right, back for another day of scrapping out the little stuff. Oh, you know, the cute cup. Needless to say, it's not mine. I'm not actually sure where my daughter got that. I think it might have been in an Easter egg. Alright, let's start with this little thing. Let's see. Big screen solitaire. Who doesn't love a game of solitaire? Solitaire? Solitaire. I've never seen it on a just a handheld that is just for solitaire, mind you. I rather like the you know, doing it with cards. I used to do it on the PC, obviously, didn't we all? But yeah, I hope the heater noise isn't too. It's freezing. I've only just come up here, so when the shed warms a bit, I'll move it down onto the floor. But for now, it is staying up here on my body because I am cold. Don't expect there'll be much in here. Probably a very lowest of the low grade board, and that's about it. This will be interesting. Let's give it a dink. Ah. Okay. So. Well, they do actually look like some little potentially gold plating there. Here's, oh, here it is. Let's see if this one will do it. Oh, I guess it will. Actually, sometimes this tip is small enough to get these little ones. Yeah. My back is a bit better today. Boy, does it suck when you have a bad back when you are trying to do your bits and pieces. I saw that Vandal's got a bad back as well. Well, you have my sympathy, buddy, because it sucks. And there's nothing worse than being kept from doing what you really want to do just because you've got like a bad back or some ailment. And that's the only thing stopping you. It's so frustrating. But I tried to sleep in a very careful position last night, and it does seem to be a bit better. Okay. So. Maybe I might have to put a bit of bleach on there. Have a look. Okay, so we've got some COB. There'll be a printed IC under there. But we do that. There is like a shimmer of some gold there. Let's just lift up the screen. Yeah, okay. So there is actually gold on this board. Obviously got an LED there. So actually not too bad. Oh, I like that. That's a good one. You know I can't help myself, people. You just know it. Okay, another screen, another mini screen for the collection for recycling. Okay, so Bosch, rubbish. Anything interesting on the button front? No, not for me. So what do we reckon that is? Well, it looks like brass. That is surprising. But, oh, I dropped my magnet yesterday, didn't I, in that box of... Oh, there it is. Oh. Okay, it looks like it is. Interesting. Okay, right, so plastic junk. Next. I think we've... Oh, what's that? Little mousy mouse. We could be delicate with the mousy mouse. What's the point? When you can just do that. Little board. Yeah, that's not bad in there, you know. That is not bad in there. Let's continue looking. There we go. That loosened it nicely. Hey, okie dokie. Boom. All right, so check this out. We've got little copper coil here. That's quite funny. So this is the under this bit. You've got lovely gold fingers here, connecting some ICs. Diode, tiny MLCCs, but yeah, nice gold fingers there, and a crystal on the back, and some gold flashing. Nice, not bad for a little tiny mouse. I'll take it. Oh yeah, there was also these little teeny weeny wires. Just steal that bit. So okay, a steamer. Gosh, that really looks like junk. Oh yes. Oh, it's nice when it actually does smash, isn't it? Okay, well, hang on. You hear the bell ringing. Oh look, it's going to come off now. That's funny. Funny that. Da dum da dum dum dum. Da 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 da. Love that. You can hear the bell ringing. Okay. Copper. One copper, one brass. Isn't that funny? Little bell. Ring my bell. Ring my bell. Anyway, let's open this thingy-biggy. Summertime. Obviously last time I didn't have a workshop of any description and I was using the patio table. So that'd be really nice. And the kids will be able to be in the garden, I'll be able to have the door open and keep an eye. Looking forward to it. Should be good. Okay, so you see the lime scale on there. Not sure what that is. If I can. Oh, hang on. There's a middle screw. Wait a minute. That might just be holding this stuff on the top, though. Oh, it's cold, this thing. That is certainly stored up the cold. That's for sure. Okay, so we've got some aluminium on the top here. I think it's aluminium. You can see under the scratches, looks like it. You know, I'm pretty rubbish at telling my metals apart. For me, basically, it's magnetic, it's non-magnetic. Brass or copper, easy peasy. Everything else, aluminium, yeah. And that's about where my limitations come in. But it's a learning curve. I'm learning slowly, guys. That is, just trying to see. I don't think there's any way that needs cutting into, I think. Yeah, okay, well, there we go. Interesting little bits. Don't feel anything magnetic pulling through or anything. This one is a bit of a... No. Nice. Well, we'll get into that at a later stage. When I cut into all of this stuff, I guess. And we shall see. Ew. 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 Honestly, where did this come from? Not coming out though, is it? Okay. Ew. Oh, it's got to be some ribbon. This is effectively a mini printer, so there's got to be some ribboning in here. I can see a glimpse of it. Oh, there we go. A little motor. That can just get out of my face. It's disgusting. Another mini screen. The collection. Right. Okay, some COBs. Yeah, and then actually, I know it's discoloration. It's a steel spring. Oh, it's so discoloured, it's quite difficult to tell on the ribboning there whether there's anything of interest. But I don't think so, but it is hard to tell. Alright, there is a switch. So it could be silver contact in the switch. And obviously for me that little motor is what I like. Yeah, there we are. Some plug-in device. Some Vision gaming wireless headset. Okay. Yeah, Ralph. Nemesis, any good? Too late if it is, because I'm about to take it to pieces. Haven't got the headphones anyway. Right. La da da da. Ooh. Alrighty. Have a little gander inside, jobbies. Possibly some silver on there. Got some gold on this one, this little red one. Some gold there. Fingers in that port, and no doubt in that one. It's a weird little. What is that? Looks like steel, but why that would be steel? It's aluminium or stainless steel, maybe. Looks like it's supposed to be a heatsink, but. And then these little ICs. Oh, tiny gold band crystal oscillator. Tiny MLCCs, and I almost need my glasses to see the other bits. She says like she wears glasses. I actually don't, but I might consider getting some reading glasses for these tiny things. Okay, and these capacitors, which some people collect. The jury's out on that one. Oh, there we have it. It's like a cool badge of honour, isn't it? Do you know what Nemesis means? Tell me the film, guys. I know this. If Parkness is here, he'll know that straight away. Right. Oh, it's a digital photo frame. Yeah, okay, let's take this apart. I think. Hang on. Yeah. Looks like it. Can't see the brand, so. Okay, now that is obviously a glass screen, so. To my disappointment, I'm going to have to be a little bit careful, but I can't. There's literally no screws. Oh, that's good that you can. That at least I'll have some gold in here. I reckon it's got to be something to do with these clips. Come on. Hey! Oh. Come on, at least there's some screws I can open up. And that's the glass screen. Out of my way anyway. Yeah. Gotcha. Okay. Little screen. Got the aluminium on the back there that I want. My one of these is a Kodak and I'm hoarding it. Oh, hello. Nice. Okay. And this is actually of interest to me. Okay, so you've got some copper spools here. Loads of capacitors, diodes. And then obviously you've got these ICs and a crystal. MLCCs. Most of them are tiny though. Sort of a little bigger one over here. Another IC. And then in here there'll be, it's quite difficult to show you, there's some gold pins in there, and there'll be gold in this USB as well. You can probably just about see those there. Okay, and a few little tiny MLCCs on the back. And then these switches, check those out for silver. I don't really know what I'm doing with the silver contact stuff, so it's a case of just letting that build up until I've got a bit more of a clue. At the moment that's not really, I haven't really got a clue, and I can't pretend otherwise. No pretense here. Okay, so let's see if this will get in there. What a weird, it's almost like a plasticky, like not, it's, no, there's enough magnetic metal on it to be not of interest. Obviously it's roasting a day. Yay, okay, got some gold on this ribbon. Nice. I'm not getting much gold ribbon recently, actually, which is a bit frustrating at times. Now this looks intriguing. Right, that is aluminium. What? Oh, how disappointing. Steel. That is annoying. That is not usually the case. Might be some silver in there. Now, carefully does it. Oh yeah. Yes. We're keeping this. It's a nice small bit as well. But I can't do the, hasn't got the same wobble effect. So it's as much as I can get on the gold ribbon. Now we all like these, right? I think I did a short on this. I don't think I published it. But I love. Well, I can't find my flathead, so I'll just use this instead. I do love these multi plugs because you've got the brass, the ordinary brass, and then you've got all the connecting brass inside like this. Ah, yeah. I'm just going to dink in the, I think it's just holding it all in. There we go. Should make it a tad easier. Bum, 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 bum. Now these things need stamping off, but you've got that magnificent like maze of connecting brass in these things. So I mean, and sometimes, you know, at boot fairs you see them in 10p boxes and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, I'll have that, thanks, because I want the brassy goodness. There we go. So nice, look at that, look at all that. Oh yeah, copper and brass. Awesome. I mean, that adds up really quickly. I always love any form of adapter plug. That's of interest to me. That's heavy as well. That'll have a nice motor in it. Okay, let's do that first, shall we? So this Nutribullet. Ew. But look at it. People prepared food in there, guys. Right. Whoa. I thought that was plastic, but it isn't. Oh, okay. So that is a bit of aluminium as well. Right. Cannot be arsed. So, you basically got bored of faffing about with that. Decided to do it the easy way. So we've got the motor and basically bits and pieces attached to it instead of like a separate power board. It's interesting. Nice bit of brass here, lovely, lovely. Copper colour. Looks suspiciously a bit Chinesium to me. Annoying. Right, so there's your motor. Bit of brass on there. Copper's a bit naff. There is copper inside the main bit though, at least. Brass there as well. Little capacitor. Okay, so that's the motor. This is plastic junk. Yeah, so there's some switches to get off of there. Let's see how easy that is. It's easy. I'll quickly whip them off now so I can chuck the rest of the junk away. Oh, that's the one that didn't come off. I snapped out. So there we go, that's what's inside the Nutribullet. Got metal on the casing there. There's a bit inside there as well. But what is it? Damn, it's actually worth investigating. Sorry, I always forget to put my camera angle back. Right. I'm not entirely sure how we then... To be honest, I think it's just another hammer job, isn't it? It's well in there with all the gunk. Alright, I can't bother to do that now, so that needs getting out. Okay, so I am going to leave it there. It's been a bit of a random one, but stuff I really needed to get done. So, in a couple of hours, these are the goodies I got, which, you know, I am pretty happy with. Better than a poke in the eye. Fun to do, interesting on some parts as well. So yeah, there you have it. Alright guys, well thank you so much for watching and have a great week, and I shall see you all very soon, I hope. Okay, take care, lots of love, bye.